Hey, this is Angela from period 1 and I'll be showing you how to find the asymptotes for this problem. So because the degree is bigger on top, you have a slant, so you will not be having a horizontal asymptote. And to find the slant, you will have to use long division, and that's what you will get. You will get x plus 6 after you finish doing it, and you will find that you have 24x plus 24 as your remainder. But in a slant, you will only have to find y equals mx plus b, so the remainder doesn't really matter in this problem. So you will have to find the vertical asymptote next. So what you do is you take this equation and then you factor it. And so first you take an x out of the top equation, and then you just factor the bottom because it's pretty easy. It's not that difficult to factor. And then you continue to factor the numerator, and you find that x plus 1 will cancel out, so you're left with x minus 4 on the bottom. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to set the bottom equal to 0, and you'll find that your x equals negative 4. So the limit notation when you plug it into your calculator is as x approaches negative 4 from the right, f of x goes positive infinity, and as x approaches negative 4 from the left, f of x goes to negative infinity. And the next thing is to find the holes, and you only had one thing factored out from here, and it was x plus 1, so you set that equal to 0, and you find it to be x equals negative 1. So the point for your hole will be negative 1 comma 0. So next is to find the domain, and you use DIVA, which is, domain is vertical asymptote. Whoa, not focusing. So domain is vertical asymptotes and holes. So you use the number from your hole and your vertical asymptote, which is negative 1 and 4. And then what you do is you put it into interval notation. So you have negative infinity, comma negative 1 union negative 1 comma 4 union 4 comma positive infinity. And then you find your x-intercepts, which is basically just the numerator from the simplified version, which is basically this, but you canceled out the x plus 1, so you're left with that. And what you do is you equal that to 0, so x equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0, and in the end you'll get that as your x-intercepts once you solve it. And then for the y-intercept, you will plug in 0 for your x's from the simplified equation, and you'll see that your point will just be 0. And then when you graph it, just ignore the slant orange highlight. That was a mistake, but that's what you should be getting for your vertical asymptote. This is the hole from we had found earlier, and these are the points that we found from down here. I used numbers next to the 4 earlier that we found from here, and I also used the other numbers next to the 0 to find the rest over here, to find the numbers after our hole, and that will be your vertical asymptote. Thank you for watching.